Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I'm here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And it's time for your daily dose of dismal Disney.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things going on.
Yeah, I don't know if they're all dismal per se, but there definitely is some stuff going down with Disneyland in particular. As the Disney parks get ready to reopen next month, some employees at Disneyland in California are getting cold feet.
Right.
They do not want to open. They don't think that they're ready to open. We know that California is in lockdown more so than the rest of the country. And apparently now the union is getting involved. They don't want...
Well, it's a coalition of unions.
Yeah, so they're going to try to force Disney to stay closed longer? Is that
I'm not really understanding. They're trying to... They have concerns. So there's a coalition of about a dozen unions, and they represent about 17,000 Disneyland employees.
Right.
And they're trying to work with them because they say they don't feel secure.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that, and we're going to talk about kind of what's going on in Orlando, things that we've been hearing about.
Well, they're canceling all kinds of stuff.
They're canceling all kinds of stuff in Orlando, and I think we did a video before about how the opening at some of the parks in Orlando, not Disney parks per se, but like SeaWorld, are not going as well as they were hoping for. People aren't following the guidelines. It's turning into a mess. So now Diz Twitter is talking about the possibility of maybe the parks closing down again later this year if they don't get that under control. But that is Florida. We're going to talk about Disneyland in California first, and we actually had some Disneyland employees reach out to us and be like, just FYI, this is what's going on right now. So this is verified by ABC Channel 7. Disneyland unions seek delay in park reopening. Disneyland employee unions are asking the state to delay the park's expected reopening in July out of health and safety concerns. So the reopening is planned in phases with Downtown Disney opening on July 9th and the theme park opening on July 7th. Parks, both of them, on July 17th. The coalition of resort labor unions, about a dozen labor groups representing some 17,000 workers, wrote to Governor Newsom asking for a delay in reopening. Unfortunately, despite intensive talks with the company, we are not yet convinced that it is safe to reopen the parks on Disney's rapid timetable, they wrote. The group praised Disney for some measures, such as paying workers' salaries and benefits for a time after the closure, and for coming up with plans to take the temperature of workers as they enter the workplace. But it also said some issues remain unresolved, such as plans for testing. So they have outlined, what they're going to do to reopen. I got to tell you, I'm actually surprised that Disneyland is opening this soon.
Yeah, I am too with some of the stuff we heard. Now, in complete opposite to this, the one union over in Disney World, they just have a list of all the people being called back to restaurants and housekeeping.
Yeah.
It was the Unite Here 737. They have a whole list of places that are coming back. Now, interestingly enough, a couple of buffets are not there. Like Tusker House isn't listed, and neither is Crystal Palace. But they have Chef Mickey, and they had another one. My mind is blank. Buffets are listed as family style now.
Yeah, well, that's what's going to happen. People wondered about that, and that might actually be the new normal. We're going to talk about some changes coming to Disney World. Now, look, at the end of it, the reason Disney is in a mad dash to open up is because they got to get money flowing.
Right.
Especially before the next earnings call. They got to show that they're open.
Because this last quarter is going to be it was bad before, but now we've had no opening. It's going to be really bad. So
what they want to do, in my opinion, is they're going to be like, yeah, we know Q3 was a disaster, but we got the parks open now. We're going to make some money. They're not going to make as much money, nearly as much money as they would under normal circumstances, because so much is going to be closed, canceled, changed. A lot of people are probably going to skip out because of the mask rule. There's a lot of stuff going on, but the reason they're doing it is they're desperate for cash. So I don't know if the union's going to have any sway over them in Disneyland or not, but this is going to be a big one, I think, for a lot of people, because we already know you have to wear masks in the park.
Right.
But now they're talking masks everywhere in Florida.
Okay, well, I know for a fact in Orlando, as of the 20th, Mayor Demings has issued an executive order that you have to wear masks in public spaces. Now, this means that I think it would mean that the places they have that you can take your mask off might not be allowed to take your mask off now.
Okay, so this just got posted. Ron DeSantis announced on June 19th that the state will not overrule local governments when it comes to requiring masks to be worn in public. So he will allow local governments to make decisions that work for them, including executive orders that require face coverings in public. Orange County has a mandatory mask. Yep. Set to take. So that's the thing. Orange County, that's where most of Disney World is. You're going to have to wear a mask. And I don't know how many people are going to be comfortable with that because we're talking 100-degree.
Yeah, it's going to be very difficult. I'm not going to mince words. It's going to be hard to wear a mask in that.
Yeah, so we've already got a bunch of cancellations for Disney World ahead of their reopening. And you look at the list and it's like, man, there's a lot of stuff they're not going to do.
This isn't that list, but here's the first couple things they canceled. Yesterday, they canceled Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party, which I'm very sad about. So that got canceled. We also had a cancellation of H2O Go Nights. Now, the weird thing is, they're going to start Food and Wine Festival. Instead of starting it in like late August, they're going to start it when Epcot opens again on July 15th. Which is really, really, really kind of weird. But okay, then.
Well, this whole year's been freaking weird. No, this is about getting revenue on the books. Because summer, normally they don't have festivals, but they lost almost all of Flower and Garden Festival this year.
They are putting the Remy Topiary up, though, and they're leaving that up for people to see in the garden.
But I don't think Ratatouille is going to open this year. Do they know if it's
I don't know. It was supposed to. I have no idea. It was going to be opening in summer. And even though it's behind, it's probably going to be behind like 3 or 4 months. That would still put it in fall. I don't know. I have no idea. Now, there is a list. I think it's on one of the other pages that you had that I have a whole bunch of stuff canceled. Because this is not all of it, guys. Yeah. There is a list and a half. I mean, when we tell you to wait till next year, this kind of stuff is why. So we know that we caught Mickey's Not So Scary canceled. H2O Glow Nights is canceled. ESPN Wide World Sports Complex is going to be down and closed because they have the NBA and the I think soccer are going to be there. The miniature golf is going to be closed from initial opening. Surfing lessons are closed. Spa salons and the Harmony Barbershop are going to be closed initially. The backstage tours, the VIP tours, all those kind of fun tours that you paid extra for. Even the Wild Trek is going to be closed in the morning. Those are closed temporarily. Dining events, afternoon teas, cake decorating classes, Dining with Imagineers, all those fun things people pay a lot of extra money for are going to be down in the beginning. Dessert parties that everybody wants to go to, they're all going to be down. Can you scroll the thing up? Because I can't reach the mouse. Thank you. So dessert parties, nature experiences, that kind of stuff's going to be gone. There's a whole list there, like the Epcot special, dive quests and things like that. Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique and the salon things are down. Captain Hook's Pirate Crew, it was going to close anyway in July, I think, end of June or July. So that's not surprising. But Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutiques are going to be, down at the initial reopening. So pretty much anything that you would spend extra money on is down.
Yeah, this is okay. So we've wondered whether or not these are going to be permanent closures. Are they going to take the opportunity to?
I wonder that. I do wonder
to look at these and be like, we really don't have to do this. But another thing is, you got to realize the reason they do all this extra stuff at Disney is because that's where the extra money comes from. So what's going to happen is whatever's left, they're going to freaking jack the prices up as high as they can go. We're already seeing that they're going to take away complimentary magic bands.
Oh yeah, I didn't get that far yet, but yeah. Hey, here's the good news though: if they're not doing the VIP tours, people aren't going to be, getting ahead of you in line. So.
That is true. But that's for whichever rides are open. Some of the attractions, I don't see how they're going to be able to.
Yeah,
open.
We'll have to wait and see. But the magic band thing. Okay, that's the other thing they're doing. Apparently the magic bands as of January 1st are going to be, they're not going to be complimentary anymore. If you want a magic band, you're going to have to pay for them at a reduced rate. And then, or buy the fancier ones yourself. Now, they are going to put the same technology onto your smartphone, so you don't even have to use a magic band if you don't want to. But to me, it just seems like, you're more likely to break your phone, lose your phone, touch nasty, gross things everybody else is touching with your phone. I just think one of these magic bands that you can wash off easy would be a way better way to go, to me. I mean, now, you use your phone more than I do, so you might prefer your phone. I prefer the band because if I lost the band, it's like $30 to buy a new one. If I lost my phone or broke my phone, and plus I can wash these.
Yeah, I kind of like, I'll be honest, I like the idea of, just being able to go to the park and have your credit card info and all your junk on the band and you just, tap.
That's what we do. We just tap our card and everything for the band.
I don't know. I mean, look, this is just the tip of the iceberg. I think there's going to be a lot more stuff closing. I have to wonder, because they're rearranging the cast members. We already know they're doing that because not every position is going to be open again. Are people going to get fed up and leave and go someplace else?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how it's going to go because, again, this is just Diz Twitter talking, right? We know what we think of Twitter, but there's a lot of chatter that because things aren't going as well as they were hoping for at SeaWorld and Universal, not because of Universal, but because the guests aren't listening.
Right. It's mostly down to controlling guests.
Right. Because people aren't listening the way they're supposed to listen, and legally they have to force them to wear the masks and the distancing and all that. If they can't get it under control, there is a possibility that they could just shut the parks down again. And I have to
because people aren't obeying the rules.
And I have to wonder if that's not why they're doing Food and Wine now, because they're like, we might only be open for a couple months till they shut us down again.
That's
I have
true,
no idea.
but gosh, Food and Wine, everybody's got their masks off. To me, it seems dumb to do it this early, but hey, whatever.
I don't know.
They do that. I'm still upset about Not So Scary Halloween because that's one of my favorites, but
Yeah, so this is going to be interesting. Again, this is going to be kind of Disney's lost year, and I think there's going to be a ton of videos on YouTube about this in years to come.
Hey, speaking of one more thing, Disney Plus is no longer offering the free, I saw that, the free 7-day trial on Disney Plus. It kind of just went poof. And it's interesting because Hamilton's coming out on July 3rd, and suddenly the free trial is gone. I think many people have mentioned it. I'm going with what they're saying. They did this right before Hamilton. I am fairly certain it's because of Hamilton.
Well, they paid what, $75 million for the rights?
Right, I get it. And they said, so if you want a month, you just pay $6.99 and then just cancel. There won't be any free trials anymore, but people were buying it. They weren't buying it. They were doing the free trial, watching all the Mandalorian and then ducking out. So, they're just basically, I think they learned their lesson that maybe you're giving free, you're losing a lot of people on your free.
Yeah, and the problem is that, Disney Plus just doesn't have that much new content right now. People, again, they watch The Mandalorian. Sure, they're dumping movies early, but we're getting, turds like Artemis Fowl.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Rise of Skywalker. Who cares?
Yeah.
Who
so
cares?
the free trial is no longer a thing. Just FYI.
Yeah. So anyway.
Now you can wrap it up. I apologize.
That's okay. I think that's interesting. This is going to be a really interesting third quarter. Mm-hmm. My God, that's going to be a bloodbath.
Yep.
I think you're going to see, I'm going to be honest, I think you're going to see some major changes at Disney just all the way around after, because they've never had a quarter where they basically made no money off the parks ever.
Yeah, and the movies either.
Yeah, in the movies, I mean, that's up in the air now too. There's a lot of controversy about the movie theaters and AMC and all of that jazz.
Well, if you want any more information on any of these topics, including more information on the reservation system, including some dates that we didn't cover, if you go to piratesandprincesses.net, I have a lot of that information on the website. I haven't got it up yet, but I think that the pass holder previews are going to be the 9th and the 10th of July, and you'll be getting, if you're a pass holder, you'll be getting information about that sent to you in an email. But if you want to read more about this stuff, just go to PNP, piratesandprincesses.net.
All right, so we're going to wrap it up.
Yep.
Please subscribe for more pop culture, news, views, and rants. We'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for watching Clownfish TV. Please consider supporting the channel. Go to clownfishsupport.com. That's clownfishsupport.com. And if you want to join our community, go to clownfishtalk.com. That's clownfishtalk.com. Please subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. We will talk to you next time.